Yes, it's only an official announcement left, but Team India in all probability have won this T20 series against New Zealand. Only one delivery is left and New Zealand still need 8 runs for victory. And in fact, that ball has been bowled and India scored 67 for 5 in 8 overs. Remember, it was a rain-curtailed match, 8 overs aside, and it went down right to the wire like this entire New Zealand tour of India has. It's been a thrilling series and it went down to the very last delivery and India has come out on top. This also means that Virat Kohli maintains his proud record as Indian captain. Virat Kohli has not lost even a single series across all formats since becoming India's full-time captain, even in limited overs cricket earlier this year. So Virat Kohli's phenomenal run continues. It seems Team India is unbeatable under Virat Kohli's leadership. India has won this three-match T20 series 2-1. Just like the ODI series as well. You know, Sourav Ganguly had said, Sourav Ganguly will join us live in just a bit along with Harbhajan Singh and Boria Majumdar, and Sourav Ganguly had predicted that New Zealand will pose a much bigger threat to India than the Aussies did in their entire tour, and it's proven to be correct. New Zealand, remember, came into the series as the #1 ranked team in T20 cricket. Now they have lost that spot, and guess what? India has now moved up to #2 spot in T20s. So the #1 spot is not too far away from Virat Kohli and the boys. They are already champions in tests and ODIs, and it seems they are on the rise in T20s as well. A comfortable win over the Kiwis in the T20 series as well. And credit for this victory must go to the bowlers. Just defending a modest total of 67 in 8 overs. The credit must go to the bowlers. Jasprit Bumrah, what a star. 2 overs for just 9 runs and 2 wickets. Imagine defending a total of 68 in 2 overs. Bumrah conceded just 9 runs and took 2 wickets. It's a phenomenal bowling performance, not just by Bumrah but by Chahal as well. In his 2 overs, Chahal conceded just 8 runs and did not take a wicket though, but he conceded just 8 runs in 2 overs. And must say that even though Virat Kohli, the batsman, may not have won this match and the series decider for India, Virat Kohli, the captain, got his tactics absolutely spot on in the field with his bowling changes and field placements. Credit must also go to MS Dhoni behind the wicket. He saved a definite boundary and effected runouts as well. Boria Majumdar is live with us. Boria, what a series it has been. It's been a phenomenal treat to watch, and it went down to the wire. Full credit to Virat Kohli maintaining his proud record, unbeaten record as India's captain.
Absolutely. I mean, 67, you think with the kind of batting lineup that New Zealand has, 9 out of 10 times they should get that, isn't it? I mean, to see that kind of ability to soak in pressure, keep calm, not drop a single catch. What was very, very important, you can see the fielders saying dodgy lights, Shreya Iyer for example, not drop a single catch. I think bowling and fielding won you that game. Admirable. I mean, even Hardik Pandya, that last stop, the match could have gone either way if that was a boundary, because the next ball went for 6. Phenomenal. I mean, the whole ability, the winning mentality, the ability to soak in pressure. Yes, an 8-over match is a lottery, Shobhit. Having said that, 67 for 5, New Zealand favourites, by far favourites. Second ball of the Indian innings, going for 6, Colin Munro, dispatching Bhuvaneshwar Kumar to win that game is quite phenomenal.
Absolutely. Former India captain Sourav Ganguly also joins us live. Sourav, full credit to the Indian bowling unit, isn't it? What a phenomenal performance, especially by Bumrah and Chahal there.
Brilliant work. Yeah, I thought they bowled exceptionally well. It was a tough wicket. When India got 67, I knew they were in this game. 67 doesn't look too big, but 8 and over on this surface looks pretty big because it's spun, it's stopped. And actually, I'm not surprised India has won. You know, if you're a New Zealand supporter, you would have felt that you know, New Zealand should have won it. New Zealand should have got 8 and over with 10 wickets in hand. But this pitch was not the easiest. You know, it wasn't easy to clear. And the way Indian batters struggled, the Kiwi batters struggled as well. It was a matter of one hit, which created the difference between the two sides.
Absolutely. How would you rate Virat Kohli's captaincy in this just an 8-over match though? Could you judge Virat Kohli's captaincy? His bowling changes and field placement at least were good, very good.
And again, brilliant from
Yeah, absolutely. I think he did well. He did a great job. The good thing about is that, you know, both the games, whether it's in Kanpur or whether it's here in Thiruvananthapuram, India were under a bit of pressure. New Zealand were in positions where they should have won the game, and India kept their head cool. Virat Kohli led the side well to actually win the game. You know, you imagine in Kanpur they needed 35 of 24 and they had 6 wickets in hand on an absolute belter. And here as well, you know, 8 and over, it's not the biggest of totals. So you got to give credit to India with the way they have pulled off both the games under pressure.
Absolutely, Boria. You know, in the second defeat in the second T20, Team India were criticised for missing a few chances, but they raised their game in the series decider today.
Oh, they did. Oh, they did. Not one single drop, and except that occasional wide, which will happen under pressure. I mean, even the ground fielding was spot on. People were flinging. I mean, look at Rohit Sharma's catch. These things make a big difference. Had that gone for 4, that would have been a drop catch. That Hardik Pandya save in that last over, had that gone for 4, as Saurav said, the difference is one hit. And when the difference is one hit, these little things matter. Mahendra Singh Dhoni taking the stumps off when Jasprit Bumrah missed. So they were spot on. The captain was on the button, the wicketkeeper was on the button, field placings, the juniors, despite dodgy lights not dropping. For me, this is an ability to soak pressure. This is winning mentality. This is the hunger to win. This team now knows how to win. From winning situations, New Zealand floundered. From relatively difficult situations, India came through. That for me was the difference between an Indian team of old and this Indian team. And that's very, very good to see.
Harbhajan Singh is also live with us. Bhaji, congratulations. India winning this series. Very, very hard fought series it was, isn't it, Bhaji? And Virat Kohli will take a lot of confidence from this going forward.
They have dominated in one-day cricket. They have dominated, and now it's time for us to take things forward from 5th position or 4th position to go to number 1. So winning this one will obviously will be a big boost for Team India, and from here onwards, every player you will see growing better in confidence to do better things for Team India.
Absolutely. Saurabh, you know, Virat Kohli did not throw the ball to Kuldeep Yadav, who had bowled over earlier. In fact, it shows confidence that he has in Hardik Pandya's bowling abilities as well, that he gave the ball to Hardik Pandya with the series on the line.
Put behind the line, it is. Plays a shot, there is a man in the deep, it doesn't matter.
No, I think that's the right decision because, you know, with spinners on, it's a matter of 2 hit. With Kuldeep Yadav bowling, maybe he would have got Grandam out, but Grandam had the opportunity, or Santner had the opportunity to clear. You know, because there's not much pace behind the ball, and the ball was not the driest. So I think that's the best decision he's made. Not just bowling Hardik Pandya the last over, but giving Bumrah the penultimate over. You know, sometimes, I wouldn't say sometimes, more number of times in this situation, the penultimate over is more crucial than the last over. And I thought he did exceptionally well. As I said, I always believed 87 on this, 67 on this surface would give India a chance. You know, because it's not easy. You know, when players don't play spin regularly, especially with the ball stopping, turning, the slower delivery stopping and turning, it's never easy. You're always in chance of picking wickets, and that's what India did. You know, it's a fantastic performance. For me, you know, it's not the runs or the numbers in this match or in Kanpur which has made me happy. It's India's performance under pressure. Both the games, New Zealand were in a winning situation, and India brought it back. The bowlers brought it back to win the game. So I think that will remain with this Indian team. New Zealand have played superbly in both the one-days and the test matches, but what will stand out for India is the reaction under pressure, because come New Zealand next time, India will still beat them. You know, whether it's Virat Kohli or XYZ, whoever it is, India will still go on to beat them, or whether it's Australia, India will still go on to beat them. But it's the reactions under pressure, and it's how they pulled off the games under pressure will be the positive for India in this series.
Absolutely. Saurav, you say it was not an easy pitch. 67 was a good target, because you know, even when India was batting, there were 18 dot deliveries, so India virtually batted for 5 overs. It was a difficult pitch, but credit to the Indian batsmen for putting up that total on the board as well. Were you a little surprised by India's batting lineup, or was that a right call by Virat Kohli? You know, once again, you know, Shreyas Iyer came down at number 4, then followed by Manish Pandey. The hard hitter floater Hardik Pandya was kept lower down the order as well.
No, I think it's the right batting order. They can all bat. You know, in these surfaces, every over is crucial. You know, you look at New Zealand. As I said at the end, it was just one hit away from winning the game. When you play 8 overs aside, every over gets crucial, and I think India did well. It was a tough wicket. You know, it's not that sort of a wicket where you can hit on the up. There will be dot balls. You see how many singles have happened in this game, and those singles were not just hits for singles. It was just slogs which were going down to the boundary line for ones and twos, because it's that sort of a wicket where there's no pace of the surface and you actually have to hit. You know, Grandom is pretty strong in that he managed to clear even the slower ball of Hardik Pandya. So you got to give credit to India. You know, even at the break time when I was seeing the target and watching the game, I said India is in with a chance, because you know, come the spinners, come Jasprit Bumrah or Hardik Pandya, who would actually roll the fingers over the seam, it will not be easy.
Boria, Hardik Pandya, you know, he himself did not know that he was going to bowl the final over, but credit to the youngster, he kept his nerves. He missed out with the bat in the series, isn't it, Boria? But came through with the ball when it was required.
And valuable runs today, valuable runs. I mean, I thought both Hardik Pandya and Manish Pandey batted well. They did not try to hit every ball. Unlike the last game, first ball where he tries to hit, gets out. Today he got that 6 of Mitchell Santner, which was a very valuable hit. And to keep his calm under pressure, that one stop for me was terrific. I mean, Mahendra Singh Dhoni missed that one run out in the first ball. Hardik Pandya bowled very, very well. I mean, you know, he's basically conceded 10 despite getting sort of hit for 1-6. That tells you it was a pretty good over, 5 balls for 5. That is the ability. I mean, sort of summed it up perfectly. This win has to be attributed to the team's ability or mentality to soak in pressure. The team's winning mentality. They know how to win games from difficult circumstances, and the opposition can be put under pressure despite being in winning situations. It is a tribute to the mentality that the captain brings to the table and to the whole team. And Hardik Pandya, definitely. But for me, the standout was Jasprit Bumrah. Wide with notwithstanding, to bowl that penultimate over, go for 5. The second over of the game, go for 2, pick up a wicket, and that wicket of Colin Munro, for me, was the standout spell of 2 overs.
Absolutely, and you know, congratulatory messages coming in. VVS Lakshman saying, congratulations Team India on a well-deserved series win. Excellent all-round effort. That run out from MS Dhoni was extra special. VVS Lakshman clearly very impressed by Dhoni's wicket-keeping abilities, although he had questioned Dhoni's spot in the T20 team after his performance in the second match. But Bhaji, is there trouble in Indian middle order still? You were not happy with Dhoni's performance yourself after the second match. Is that something that Virat Kohli and Ravi Shastri need to address?
Yes, definitely. That's a bit of a worrying point at this stage for me as well. You know, looking at number 4 and 5, we don't really have a guy who can bat as well as what Yuvraj Singh used to do for Team India. But, you know, I felt Dinesh Karthik did quite a good job for Team India, and I was hoping to see him in T20. Unfortunately, he didn't get the chance to play in this format, as team management must be thinking something else, you know, playing youngster like Shreyas, who is really good, and Manish Pandya, who is a very exciting talent. And yes, it goes on to show that we are trying few options to see who could be your number 4 and 5. Yes, it's a worrying sign, but at the same time we have options, but we just need to back these players and give them maximum of chances to grab those positions, number 4 and 5. So I'm sure one guy out of these 3-4 guys will take that position in 4 to 5 months to come from here onwards.
This team can go places. Saurabh, has this team shown you enough fight that you believe that now Virat Kohli can take this Indian team abroad and start winning?
No, I think he's speaking about the New Zealand side, Shobit, Ravi. What I heard, I'm not watching television, but what I hear through our channel, it is he's speaking about the New Zealand side, and I completely agree with him. This is a good team. I was hearing Scott Styris say at the break that they beat Australia in New Zealand. All the 3 games, it was a whitewash at some stage during this year. So it's a good side, and they've not looked out of place in India. They've competed. Every game went to the end, except probably the game in Pune and Delhi. They dominated in Rajkot. So they've dominated in Bombay. So it's an even Stevens series, and it had to go down to the last 2 overs in both the formats, 50-over cricket and T20 cricket, to actually decide who was the winner. So I agree with Ravi that this New Zealand team is good. They've got balance, they've got spinners. Most importantly, they've got players who can play spin. I have said before many a times that when you come to India, you must know how to bowl spin and you must know how to play spin. And both Ish Sodhi and Santner have shown that they are much more accurate than the Australians and the English spinners who've come to this part of the world in the last one.
Dada, I'll have to stop you there. We are running out of time. We have to slip into a short break. But I'll come back and ask you if this Indian team can go abroad and start winning series, especially against South Africa, England and Australia. Time for a short break. We'll be back with more. Stay with us. Hello and welcome back. Yes, Team India is unbeaten under Virat Kohli after the men in blue wrapped up the T20 series against the Kiwis, winning a thrilling decider today to win the series 2-1. Sort of my question to you, has this team shown you enough quality for you to believe that India can start going abroad and winning series? I'm not talking abroad in terms of West Indies and Sri Lanka, but winning series in South Africa, Australia and England.
Yeah, I think so. Why not? But that's the reason you build a team. And I've said many a times, whether it was Azharuddin captain or Ganguly captain or Dravid captain or Dhoni captain, India's challenge was never playing in India. And it's going to be the same thing with Virat Kohli. And I think this team can do it. Virat Kohli's unit can do it. They go to South Africa, Sri Lanka come for a 3-test match series, and I see India winning it 3-0. And then they go to South Africa, and I think they can do it. They got to get the fast bowling right. They got to get the fast bowling right, because that's what's going to win them test matches away. And I've got my fingers crossed. 2 things they have to we realize when they go abroad is getting used to the conditions, spend a lot more time before the first test and not too many after the first test match, and make sure you get used to those conditions very, very quickly. I believe they can do it. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy, because South Africa, with the bowling attack they have, with De Villiers back in the squad, they will test India. But with Kohli's attitude, I think they can do it.
Absolutely. Team India has won and answered all questions that have been put in front of them this year at home, winning the Test series against Australia and now thrilling ODI and T20 series against New Zealand. We hope India can start going abroad and winning series. The tough challenge awaits Virat Kohli and the boys. For now, I'd like to thank all our guests, Saurav Ganguly, Harbhajan Singh and Boria Majumdar, for joining us. Time for a short break on India Today, but news and updates continue. Stay with us.
For watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.